Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, Sunday.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And his first pass is incomplete.
You look at this Browns defense.
Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Pulled in at the 24. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Faking the give. Now Watson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Chubb. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from Pater.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The Seahawks sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Smith.
They'll get that to Charbonnet.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Browns defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. 11 yards for number 11.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Throwing now is Geno. And he finds Lincoln in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. 8 yards Akins on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Watson, off play action. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Chubb producing on that run, and he produces year after year for the Browns. 3rd in the league with over 1,500 yards in 2022. He quietly is in the top 20 all-time in both yards and touchdowns in a player's first 5 seasons.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. He'll buy some time right. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It's taken to the 26. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. To throw is Watson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Here's Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 17-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On first and 10, Smith. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 right at the 30. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Geno now to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. On the carry, Charbonnet. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
You watch Charbonnet on that type of a run, and he looks just like a Seahawk running back. They like having a platoon of starting caliber backs, and Charbonnet fits right into that group.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Smith now to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Geno.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Smith.
That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Zach Charbonnet, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Deshaun Watson, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 24, Seahawks 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And Charbonnet once again.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Throwing is Smith. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, Smith. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that
rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. This is the tight end, Njoku. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out
wide, in tight, doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal to Norman Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 5-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now. Now Smith. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into a shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses when they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
Well, you're...
I think it was in November.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He'll field this at the 5. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So the victory here for Seattle. And